2025 is on the horizon. A sense of mystery fills the air. We wonder what the future holds, especially in a world where things are shifting so fast. Today, we're diving deep into the chilling prophecies of Nostradamus for 2025. Predictions that have both fascinated and terrified people for centuries. Nostradamus, the famous 16th century French astrologer, wrote thousands of prophecies in quatrains. Poetic four-line verses filled with layers of meaning and intrigue. From events like the French Revolution to even the bombing of Hiroshima, Nostradamus seemed to glimpse events far beyond his time. But what if some of his most alarming predictions are still unfolding? In this video, we're diving deep into Nostradamus's 10 most terrifying predictions for 2025. But before we get started, if you're drawn to exploring the mysteries of history, astrology, and strange phenomena, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. It's a small click for you, but it means the world to us, and it ensures you never miss out on what's next in the interconnected zone. So, stick around till the end. We've saved something special for you that might just change how you view the future. Now, let's uncover Nostradamus's most spine-tingling predictions for 2025. From global power shifts to the terrifying rise of artificial intelligence, he seems to have foreseen a year that could alter the course of humanity. So, let's jump right in. 10. The shift in global power from west to east. Nostradamus foresaw a monumental shift in global power, and it seems like 2025 could be the year it truly begins. In one of his quatrains, he writes, "The West will weaken as the East grows strong, and great power will move to where the sun rises." If we interpret this as a shift from Western dominance to Eastern prominence, it's chilling how accurately this aligns with global trends. In 2025, we may witness an unprecedented change in economic, technological, and military power, a transformation that shifts the balance from West to East. It's no secret that China has grown rapidly over the past few decades, with technological, political, and military advancements that have positioned it as a rising superpower. Nostradamus's mention of the dragon emerging from the east undeniably points toward China, as the dragon has long symbolized its cultural identity. He warns of a world in which the forge of the dragon will bring new power and order to the globe. Could this mean China will finally surpass the United States as the world's most influential country? Imagine a world where the United States no longer leads. How would it impact international alliances, trade, and even everyday life? For centuries, American culture, economy, and politics have shaped the world. But Nostradamus's vision hints at a world where a different force will take the reins. Let's hear from you in the comments. Do you believe that the era of American dominance is ending? Is this Nostradamus prediction unfolding before our very eyes? 9. Shifting alliances and betrayal. A major theme in Nostradamus's quatrains is betrayal. Alliances breaking down and friends turning to foes. In 2025, Nostradamus suggests that countries that were once united will suddenly find themselves at odds. He writes, The great empire will be replaced by another, and in a small place of little area, they will come to expose the false exploits of the ambitious man from the West. This forewarning of betrayal could resonate with modern politics and international alliances. As we've seen in recent years, many alliances are on shaky ground, from NATO to various trade partnerships across Asia, Europe, and the Americas. Nostradamus foresaw a time when former allies would turn on one another, leading to an era of political tension and unrest. In our modern-day context, think of countries that have long-standing alliances but may be swayed by shifting interests. For instance, could the friction between countries like the US and its allies in Europe signal the start of these broken alliances? Or perhaps the quatrain references smaller nations suddenly finding themselves in positions of unexpected power. Nostradamus seems to suggest that in 2025, these alliances may unravel and reveal hidden rivalries that could shake the world stage. 8. Domination. We're already in an era of unprecedented technological growth. But what if it's just the beginning? Nostradamus wrote of a lone brain that would overshadow humanity, a term many interpret as referring to artificial intelligence. In his words, the lone brain will replace what the man can do, immortal in its function. Nostradamus foresaw AI as not only advancing our capabilities, but fundamentally altering our world. In 2025, AI could start to dominate industries even more than it does now, as companies embrace automation to replace human workers. Entire sectors might rely almost entirely on AI systems. The quatrain eerily hints at a future where AI is immortal, an invention that can function indefinitely, unlike the human brain. Imagine a world where AI is involved in every industry, from manufacturing and healthcare to politics and personal lives. Is this the rise of a new intelligence on Earth, surpassing what humans can achieve? Already, we see the rise of AI in customer service, manufacturing, and even creative fields. Could Nostradamus's vision mean that humanity might lose control over its creation, leading to a future where AI governs decisions, shapes economies, and perhaps even holds sway over our laws? What do you think? Is AI a friend or foe for our future? Leave your thoughts below. 7. Climate change and natural disasters. Nostradamus predicted increasing natural disasters, and 2025 seems poised to see even more extreme weather. In a quatrain that seems chillingly relevant today, he says, "A great city will be ravaged by waters, and the world will suffer from pestilence." Climate change is accelerating, and extreme storms, fires, and floods are becoming routine. If you think about the hurricanes, wildfires, and unprecedented floods that have already occurred in recent years, Nostradamus's prediction feels ominously accurate. Scientists warn that as temperatures rise, storms will intensify, droughts will worsen, and natural disasters will become more frequent. Could Nostradamus have foreseen the direct consequences of climate change that we're just beginning to understand? 6. The threat of a third world war. One of Nostradamus's most haunting predictions is the potential for a third world war, a conflict that could devastate humanity. In a passage that sends chills down the spine, he writes, "In the city of God, there will be a great thunder to brothers torn apart by chaos." Some interpret this to mean rising tensions between powerful nations, possibly the United States and China. As we look at the global political landscape today, with military power struggles in Eastern Europe, the Middle East, and Asia, this prediction doesn't seem far-fetched. The phrase "to brothers torn apart by chaos" could symbolize rival nations or ideologies clashing, leading to a catastrophic conflict. Nostradamus seems to hint that even powerful leaders may fall in this turmoil, paving the way for chaos to take control. Are we on the brink of such a war? Or is this a warning we can still heed and avoid? Let us know what you think. 5. Genetic engineering and bioengineering advances. Nostradamus predicted remarkable progress in genetic and bioengineering, leading to outcomes both miraculous and disturbing. He described a time when science would set apart 9 from the human flock, altering their biology in a way that defies natural boundaries. This could refer to advancements in genetic engineering, CRISPR, and bioengineering, where scientists manipulate organisms on a genetic level. Already, genetic engineering has made strides in agriculture, medicine, and even potential human enhancements. But as we unlock new abilities to alter genetics, we also face ethical dilemmas. Will humanity use these advances for the greater good? Or will we create new divisions and unforeseen consequences? 4. The Great Volcanic Eruption. Nostradamus's quatrains include vivid descriptions of volcanic eruptions, which seem to forecast a powerful eruption in 2025. He mentions, "The earth will shake around the new city, the sky will catch fire over the ocean, and flames will engulf." This could mean that a major volcanic eruption will cause widespread destruction. Experts have long speculated that certain supervolcanoes, like Yellowstone in the United States, are overdue for an eruption, but volcanic activity across the world could also see a spike, resulting in ash clouds, blocked sunlight, and altered climate conditions. 3. Energy crisis. As resources become scarcer, Nostradamus predicted a dire energy crisis, potentially leading to unrest and hardship. He wrote, "The sky will burn at 45 degrees. Fire approaches the great new city." This suggests not only an energy shortage, but the possibility of conflicts or disasters linked to energy supply, such as oil spills or nuclear incidents. Imagine a world with insufficient resources, where nations scramble for the last remnants of fossil fuels. If 2025 brings such a crisis, humanity may need to pivot rapidly to sustainable sources, lest we find ourselves grappling with a world that cannot meet its energy demands. 2. Deep space exploration and the threat of an asteroid impact. In 2025, Nostradamus predicted that space exploration would advance, potentially revealing new celestial dangers. His words, "Fire from the heavens will fall upon the great city," could be interpreted as a warning about asteroid impacts or other cosmic threats. With NASA and other space agencies actively tracking asteroids, humanity is aware of the potential dangers in space. Nostradamus' vision suggests that in 2025, we may come closer than ever to a significant discovery or even a potential threat from space. One, spiritual awakening and the search for answers. Amid all the chaos and crises, Nostradamus suggests that humanity will undergo a profound spiritual awakening. He describes a time when people will turn inward, seeking answers beyond the physical world. In his words, those left behind will find new ways and means of faith. Nostradamus' final prediction reminds us that even as we face an uncertain future, we have the capacity to look within, seek unity, and reconnect with what truly matters. Is this the silver lining we need as we head into 2025? Thank you for staying with us. If you believe in the power of foresight, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Interconnected Zone. Let us know in the comments which prediction resonates with you the most. Are you prepared for what 2025 might bring? Stay tuned for more insights, because sometimes understanding the future means looking back to the wisdom of the past.